Welcome back. Good to have you along as always. You're watching Ozarks Tonight. I'm David Oliver. Did you know there is a shortage of pastors in the ministry here in America? A lot of folks probably don't realize that. Locally, though, Evangel University is doing something unique to try to help fill that void after it received a special grant just recently to help increase the number of ministers that we're putting out in our country. I'm joined today on our broadcast by Samantha Jones, who is a grant writer at Evangel, and Dr. Michael Jaffe. He is a professor of church leadership and the director of the Accelerated Master's Program at Evangel. Thank you all for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Go Crusaders. We got to get that out there first, right? Let's talk first of all, before we get into the grant, tell me about this program that you have at Evangel where you're putting, it's an accelerated program to get more people into the ministry faster and in less indebtedness too.
That's correct. The program began essentially in 2016. And we received the grant from the Kern Foundation, and that enabled us to do important things. Like, we all recognize that anybody who has a student entering college recognizes that education is very expensive.
It is.
So what our goal was to try to reduce the cost of education, reduce the time investment of the student, and to make it a great educational value.
Okay. And he mentioned, Dr. Jaffe mentioned there the Kern Family Foundation. You all got a grant in 2016, but you got another one here just recently that's really, we're not talking about the amount, but we're talking about a real impact on student life in this particular program to help get more kids through the seminary program there at the school.
Yes, the Kern Family Foundation has been a partner with AGTS, and they really care about making an impact on communities, and they understand that the church can be such a force for good. And I think what we realize as a part of our goal as a university and AGTS is to have education that creates a healthier pastor, because then that's a servant position. And this program really does serve students as well, so it creates those servant leaderships, people that, you know, when they graduate are going to be great pastors and have healthier congregations to create a better opportunity for them to serve their neighbors.
Sure.
So
Let's talk about the need, because I don't think a lot of folks probably realized, I know I was naive to this, that there's a shortage of pastors in our country. You've seen more interest in this program over the last couple of years as well.
Yes, we have. We have gone from 0 students to 55 in the program.
That's great.
And we are anticipating a 30 to 40% increase next year. Yeah, we have a shortage in America in virtually every denomination, where not only is there a great need of ministers, but that's because the average minister is getting older, the median age is getting older, and the Kern Foundation is very interested in bringing young people into ministry, church-based ministry education, and to serve churches in their communities. So this kind of enables us to do this, because we're reducing, or really eliminating, I think, the cost factor and the time factor in this whole process.
And that's one of the benefits, obviously. Time is money, you might say. A lot of these kids are going to graduate faster, and they're going to have less student loan debt or student debt in general. Another benefit would be the strong emphasis you're going to place on life and ministry mentoring, and also placement assistance for these students once they graduate from the program. That's right?
yeah.
Yeah. How does that work? Tell me about it.
Well, so we bring in pastors, we bring in district officials, we kind of advertise to churches that they can become partners in this. Actually, we actually put scholarships in churches' hands to actually increase the scholarship value in addition to the standard grant that they would receive. So we bring churches in to become our partners with us. And so they interview our students when they are in their 5th year and are just about ready to graduate from their master's degree. So we have an ongoing interview process. And then we also have regular meetings with faculty, between faculty and students, where students work through life issues. which they have to do that. They're, older teenagers in their young 20s, and that becomes very important.
And I think a lot of people don't realize, a lot of ministers are getting into that retirement age, but the issue is also we're trying to get younger people who are attracted to ministry, and that's just not been happening as much lately, but perhaps through this program, that'll change.
Yeah, we're experiencing tremendous interest.
Yeah. And Samantha, just to kind of wrap it up, talk about just the impact that this grant has at Evangel. I mean, obviously you write grants for a living, and it's an important component to the financial side of an educational institution, but this one is really significant.
Yeah, I think that the significance of this grant is that it enables AGTS and Evangel to really expand the program outside of even our local area, where we can market to individuals that are wanting to enter ministry and don't think that affordable education is an option. However, it is. At Evangel and AGTS, and really all of our programs, we have competitive scholarships available. If you wanted to know more about other options that are available at Evangel, we have wonderful scholarships.
Sure.
So it really is more affordable than people would realize. And
sure. And when she's saying AGTS, just so you know, she's talking about the Assemblies of God Theological Seminary, and then, of course, Evangel. That's at Evangel University.
Yes.
For more information on the program we just talked about or any of the scholarships and the programs at Evangel, evangel.edu. They're at the bottom of your screen. That's the website to go to, evangel.edu. Dr. Michael Jaffe and Samantha Jones, thank you for telling us about this. It's some good news in our community, I would say.
Well, thank you for having us.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're glad you were here. We'll have more Ozarks Tonight after this quick break.